Okay, I hope this stays up. Um, I guess I'll talk a little bit about what it was like since I got here, the entire process. I haven't even, like, I'm, I'm so tired. I haven't even taken off a mask or anything. Um, it wasn't that bad. On Reddit and on, uh, certain pages, um, actually, I guess it was just Reddit, really. I think, oh no, there was YouTube vlogs. That's the thing I'm thinking about. Um, I hope that this doesn't fall, by the way. I've never really vlogged, but fucking got 2 weeks to do it. It wasn't that bad though. Um, yeah, I read on Reddit and YouTube that people were saying that lost my train of thought. Oh, that the process in the airport could take like some people were talking about like the 8 hours. There were also people that said that whenever they got on the buses, that there was issues with the places they went to, and it was taking. Uh, they had the there was one account where somebody said that they got on one of the shuttle buses from Incheon, and that they went to um until the hotel they were staying at. I'm assuming it wasn't this one, because this one is massive. Like I don't know how many floors. I think there's 12 floors here, and like there's hundreds of rooms on each. Like there's yeah, there's probably over 1,000 rooms in this hotel. This hotel is huge, um, but so I can't imagine it was at this one. But anyways, off topic. Um, they were mentioning that once they got on the shuttle and they got to the hotel, that apparently the people that were supposed to, I guess the hotel was packed still, and that they didn't know there was like some type of misinformation, or like the people hadn't left yet. They'd gotten there early. It was something. Um, but they said that they were on this shuttle bus for 10 hours, like just sitting in front of the hotel. Um, yeah, thankfully that didn't happen. We were sitting outside of the hotel, like just in the heat. Thank God it wasn't that hot today. Um, but yeah, the process wasn't that bad. Um, the staff was really nice. The staff were really good. Were really good about it. Um, really high spirits. Um, just good job, Korea, because I fucking America's not doing shit about it. Their quarantine process is it's pretty good. And I might be a little biased because the hotel I got really lucky. Apparently, this is like the best hotel on the list. Um, and there was even information that was wrong about that, but I'll get to that. This place is actually basically too long didn't read. This place is actually cheaper than what the Korean embassy website said it was going to be. Um, so it so uh, I left my airport at Dallas Fort Worth. And I had a direct flight here. I never usually do directs. Um, but this was the one time. So it was a 13-hour and 56-minute flight. So it was just, like just shy of 14 hours. Might as well have just been 14 hours. We got here a little bit earlier. I think we got here about like 10, 15 minutes early, something like that. Um, and it was American Airlines. And I think it's the only American Airlines, according to my friend, it's the only American Airlines flight that is currently flying to Korea out of America just in general. And it's flying out of Dallas Fort Worth because American Airlines, their hub is in Dallas Fort Worth. Um, so going through that, it was pretty normal. There was some misinformation with, I guess from the very start, there was some misinformation with American Airlines staff, and they like we went to go check in, and they thought that we were supposed to download this like self diagnosis app. Um, they I had my friend actually there, and he was going through it, and like he was like, no, this is stuff that they're supposed to do in Korea. Like everything she was saying, was like she had mentioned like, were we aware that we were gonna do a 14-day quarantine? And I was like, yeah, I already know about all this. Like I even know about the entire process here already. It's pretty much exactly what they said. Um, Actually, should go get paperwork too, so I can show that. Hold on. Okay. Some the other page I can't really show, um, but they have everything listed on here um, regarding like what times we've checked in, what times. I don't know if it'll actually show this in the video, like how well this will focus. I can barely tell right now. Yeah, I don't know how good this front camera is. It's 4K 60 though front, so I can't complain. Um, but it shows like when we're gonna leave. Like so, this is our date of entry. This is end of quarantine, and this is day of leaving. So I mean, it's 2 weeks. And then it has food times on here, when we're supposed to put bags outside, like for trash. It's all pretty standard stuff. Um, but okay, so back to the flight. The when we were at when I was at Dallas Fort Worth, there was a little bit of misinformation. I guess the woman didn't know, and like that's fine because information is changing constantly. I almost missed my flight because of this woman though, and bless her heart, she was super nice, but and again, it's nothing I can really. Okay, I guess I shouldn't sit here and be blaming her because if information is changing constantly. If information is even changing here in Korea constantly. Apparently, they increased the price of quarantine, but this was cheaper than what it showed on the Korean embassy website. And um, so I got on the flight. Everything was pretty normal. They gave us the normal papers that we get every single time we come to Korea, declarations page for customs, um, basically why you're visiting. They don't really give a fuck. Like, if unless you're here for like business or something, they don't give a shit. You could write whatever on there. I'm pretty sure they'll let you in as like you're not writing something stupid on there. Um, they ask like every single time I come here, they've always asked for like your occupation and stuff like that. Um, just it's like pretty normal stuff. This time, however, so there was like two pages that were pretty normal that they hand you normally. There was two other papers on top of it. Um, I'm trying to think of this all in my head, so I might pause for a second and try to remember some of it because I'm super tired, but I'm trying to record all of it while it's fresh in my mind. Um, there was two extra pages. They were mentioning um, it was like where your travel history was, where you'd been recently, um, and you had to. There was a paper. Oh, I forgot to say at Dallas Fort Worth there was a paper I had to sign where I acknowledged that I was gonna have to do a 14-day quarantine and agreed to it. They stressed that I got asked that question like 4 or 5 times, like, and actually some of the staff was kind of surprised that I knew about it. I don't know why. There was some that like were stressing it. Um, when I mentioned that I was here for short term. Also, that was kind of funny. You can tell that nobody's coming here for short term or vacation. It's painfully obvious. Like people that are coming here for work. Like I'm probably a very small margin. That's stupid. That enough to travel right now. Because every single time they would ask me for like a visa, and then I was like, I don't have a visa, and then they would say like, oh, short term, and I would say yeah, and they were like you could see the expression on their face, like eyes open. They were like, oh, what the fuck. Um, but so there was okay, so there was that. Um, so you basically just all the papers. I guess I'll stop jumping around. So basically, Dallas leaving, didn't really know what was going on. When I got into the terminal, had to sign a paper knowing, basically saying that I knew about the 14-day quarantine. Flight, nothing out of the ordinary, except for two more pages. So I had 4 pages in total, and it was basically just talking about, again, stressing out what was going on. If unless you were living under a rock, you know what's going on. And yeah, so get to the airport. get to Incheon, um, get off. It's actually funny. The first time I came here, there was people more so in PPE. This time there actually wasn't. Like people were just like wearing masks and like that was it. Like the first time I came here back during February/March or whatever, back before they even had the spike or whatever, there were people, there were tons of people in hazmat suits in Incheon, and um, there was still people traveling back then. Now there's like it's about the same, or maybe a little bit less. But I had to go through the same scanners that I always had to go through. There's these cameras you had to walk through. This time, instead of you just walking right past and that being it, there's a line and you just stand there. And they had four people. There was two booths. There was just like two booths. And there was one person on each side. So one, two, and then three, four, and then they had cameras here and here. Um, and I assumed that they were monitoring your temperature and stuff like that. Maybe some were recording. Um, but I got pulled over. There was actually a second table like over to the side. It was kind of weird. Um, it wasn't like it's anything special. I guess it was just for maximizing trying to get people through because the according to Reddit, the line. I mean, people were in the airport for upwards of like 8 hours apparently. Um, I think I got lucky today. There wasn't that many people. I went over to the side. She took my temperature. I was uh, 36 Celsius, and I had to. Eventually, I think I had to be under 37, but I'm not too sure because one of the other people I was with, they were 37.5 when we actually got to here to the hotel, so I'm not too sure what that was all about. Now, my temperature was high because my bag that's actually over there has a bunch of shit in it. I put basically everything in there because if I lost my suitcase, I don't give a fuck. It's just clothes. Like I replace that. It's my fucking laptop, camera, stuff like that. Like that's more shit that I care about, especially during this trip right now. God forbid not having a laptop here and for 2 weeks. Um, anyways, so that part with the cameras was always there, but now they were stopping people. But anyway, so I got pulled over to the side. My temperature was a little bit high because we were just sitting here right in the sun. I sent some pictures on Discord. People will know. Um, I'm sure the people that are gonna be watching this video are actually gonna be people from Discord, anyways. Um, and so there was so after that, I got my temperature taken. They wrote it down, and then I walked past that, and there's a big open area. Anybody that's been to Incheon knows which part I'm talking about when I'm talking about all of this. Um, it's just the part where you have to get your fingerprints done with your both of these fingers. It's where you have to tell them like what you're here for, how long you're gonna be here for, when you're gonna be going back. Um, no, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Playing it through my head. I'm sorry. There was okay, so it was in that area, but I didn't go directly to these people yet. So there was the I can't do it from here. If these were the people that you had to talk to, stating why you were there, there was like another bit over here to the side or whatever. So you had to walk through like they had like separate lines, like one. People said online that it was separated by high risk countries and low risk countries, but then when I got here, it wasn't here. It just said Koreans and then foreigners, which is what it's always been. So I don't know what they were talking about online. I didn't see literally anything different. So obviously went over the foreigner line. In case you couldn't tell, I'm not Korean. And we went over there, and they had to. Everything I read online was that you had to provide a number for somebody that was here in Korea. I don't know why. Makes no sense, especially because of the app that they have you download. It tracks basically everything you're doing, anyways. Um, makes no sense to me, but whatever. I'm not gonna complain. Korean government's doing a pretty good job. They're very diligent, like really serious respect, like way more diligent than America's being right now. So good job, Korea. Um, so I'll go over to the side. They had new tables set up. They were just like foldable tables, and they had a plastic screen in front to obviously protect the people on their side. And these people weren't really in PPE; they just had a mask on, personal protective equipment, whatever. They weren't like in hazmat suits or anything like that. Actually, there wasn't really anybody in John with hazmat suits out until you got to like the very end, where you're like actually walking outside to the buses. Um, so I you had to go over here to this. There was like I'm not gonna be able to remember what all papers I was handing to what person because like I literally was just handing a stack to them because everybody wanted something different. And they had me. So okay, so they took so they looked at the app. He had to go. The guy had to go like go through and make sure that all the information was correct. Um, you like literally hand your phone to them, and they start messing with the app and everything and putting it in everything. Um, and then right there, I don't remember if it was the first or the second. The No, it was the second one. Okay. So for like, I don't remember what the first guy did. Yeah, it wasn't really that important. I think it was just papers. But then the second guy, I handed papers and my phone to, and then he actually had my phone, and he called the number of my friend that was here. Um, and so yeah, I had to tell my friend that they were probably gonna call, um, and yeah, they pick up, they call right in front of you. They just like, hey, do you know this person? And then like that's literally it. Um, and then after that, they tell you don't touch your phone. Like they hand you your phone back, but they say don't do anything. Um, so at that point, I took my phone, um, and then I had to go to the declarations place where I was talking to, or not declarations, the stating why you're there for. Um, and all these people I talked to previously, like I said, I was telling them that I was there for short term, and they like all were like, "What the fuck?" It was kind of, the reactions were kind of funny. Like you could, I was able to tell that it was definitely out of the ordinary right now. I cannot recommend doing this. I'm not intelligent. I'm just gonna be honest. Um, but oh well. So then from there, we went to, like I said, I went to those people to say why I was there. Told them again, short term visa, just here for fun for 90 days. And then like they all stressed like the other thing that was kind of funny was along with the like stressing like oh about the quarantine and everything like that. They would like see my DMB and everything, and they asked if I was gonna like quarantine there, and I told them I just was like no, I'm gonna quarantine in the facility, and then they were like kind of surprised that I knew about it. I think most people that like this makes me think that most people that are coming here right now actually aren't doing the research, because yeah, almost I told all of them I was planning on staying in the facility, and it's definitely you can tell that the prices are set up to discourage people from coming. Um, it's either that or it's people uh, that don't know about it. I can't see it being anything else other than those two because like even when they mentioned like the price, I was like, oh yeah, like I already knew about this, and they were just like, oh okay, like what the fuck. They were just like, oh well, your funeral. Um, knock on wood. Um, so it was, so there was that. Um, so that part was just pretty standard. I just told them what I was there for. Just fingerprint on the scanner. Took a horrible picture of me. Pretty usual. Uh, and then so then after that, that was the last thing. After that, well, outside of like the new stuff that they're doing. Well, actually, no, that's not right. Um, walk past that. People that I said have been to Incheon will know which part I'm talking about because right after that is baggage claim. I actually have a video from baggage claim. If I just figure out how to edit videos, maybe I'll like put it in here or something. Um, but there was nobody at baggage claim, and I've gone down this exact way like 4 times now. This is my fourth time, and it was dead. There was nobody there. Nobody at the counters. The turnstiles for the bags they weren't on. There was only like three, and it was actually kind of funny because I saw one of them where the bags were coming out, and one of them was Air Canada flight 063, and that's actually a flight I've taken here twice before. I guess I forgot that I guess it lands around this time because I went down and I saw AC 063, um, and that's a flight from Vancouver, or YVR to here in Incheon. So that was kind of it was kind of a funny thing seeing that in like deja vu or whatever. Um, Good memories though. It's a good flight. Um, I'm not sponsored by Air Canada, but okay. So I'll try to sum this up because ADD is kicking in. Um, but so there was okay. So baggage claim, got my bags per usual. So at that point there was nothing different. You just got your bags. Went to go turn in your declarations, and then at that point I got a little bit of money converted. I'm gonna go to like Taiwan and or Myeongdong. I don't know. I'll find out and get the rest of my money converted. I'm not really too concerned right now with quarantine, but I wanted to be safe because people were saying to carry cash. Fuck it. Um. So okay, so that at that point you walk out, and then immediately as soon as you walk out of the doors, and then that would be like the I guess the terminal, um, where you're able to go to like the like convenience stores and stuff like that. Um, like immediately. Oh, forgot. The people where you had to right before baggage claim where you had to tell them why you're there for. They actually gave you a lanyard. People were correct about this online. I had a red lanyard that I guess said that, I think it's just for quarantine. It says that I'm going to quarantine. Basically, it's how the staff can identify it. They just told me to wear it. That was it. So, anyways, okay, back to when you walk out. That was how they identified me. Was there was workers? They saw that I had the lanyard on, so put it on. That was it. So then they told me to wait around, and we waited around for the rest of our group, and then we walked out a little bit into the terminal, right to like the exit doors, and they took our they had us stand in a line and two different lines, um, both the same purpose, I assume. We get to the front of the line, they just ask for your passport, and then they ask what airport you came from, um, and then I just told them Dallas Fort Worth, um, and then they made us wait again. And once everybody was good, then we all got out. We all went out into the buses that were outside, um, and yeah, it was just like a standard like bus here, pretty nice. This entire time, they never told us what facility we were going to. And this is kind of the thing that I wish that they would kind of figure it out, but at the same time, they're still figuring it out. So, um, the Korean embassy website states that it used to state that it was 1.4 million won, for 14 days. And then apparently they increased it 2 or 3 months ago to 2.1 million. The Korean embassy website says it's 2.1 million, but if you view anywhere else, it says it's 1.4. So I'm not too sure what that's all about. And when I got here, it was neither of those prices. Uh, so I got on the bus. Again, never told us where we were going. I saw some places that were in Ulsan and Busan, which is the literal south of the peninsula. And I have heard bad stories that there were some people that got stuck in really bad hotels with crap Wi-Fi. Some people got stuck in hotels that were in the middle of towns that people were not too happy that their hotel was being used as a quarantine facility, and apparently people were protesting outside for literally weeks, and the staff was like, we can't do anything about it. So people like were not getting sleep. um, so I fully expected to get put in a shit facility. um, but I apparently Incheon airport hotel, or Hya, I don't know how the fuck you say it. um, it is apparently, I guess it's the nicest one on the list. My friend was like, "I hope you get this one." So it was funny. We loaded up our we loaded up our luggage onto the bus. We leave, and like We just go like right around the corner. I don't think we drove even for 40 seconds. And we were like, I thought that we were just gonna get tested here. But no, this is where we were actually staying. And yeah, so we got off of the bus, got our luggage off that we had just loaded up, and they had us stand out there, um, and they just kind of had us make a weird line. But they handed us. There was a guy that went down the line. He took our passports, and then he had a vial on it for coronavirus. Um, so I actually had the test like in my hand. Like they wrote your name on it and they gave it to you. Like I actually have a picture of it. Um, and Yeah, they had to go wait in the line, and then we walked like slightly inside. There's like the entrance. There's a glass entrance, and then there's like another glass door entrance. We were right there in the middle, and we couldn't go further. They were doing testing right there. Um, and so walked in. There was two women that were sitting there, um, and they did a mouth swab on me. They just were like, they just told me to say ah, like I felt so stupid doing it. I haven't done that since I was probably a kid. Um, but so they did a mouth swab, and then they just told me to like tilt my head back, and like I knew it was coming. It wasn't that like I think it's nasal swab or scalp. They stick it like and it go. It's for those that don't know. It's just like it's like a Q-tip, but it goes like they did it on this nose, on this nostril, but it goes and it goes all the way back apparently to the like back of your throat. It felt so weird. I don't think anybody will argue that it feels weird because it like you could actually like taste it. It was weird. Like, not don't ever do that. um, it wasn't painful. The people that were coming out, like the other guys in my groups, were like, they I don't know. Like, I guess everybody has different experiences with it. Me, I was like pretty relaxed. Like, I at the same time I was kind of cringing, but like I was super relaxed. So maybe that's why the person administering it was like she was super nice. Um, like even when she like put it up on my nose, she was like, I know it's uncomfortable. And then she just told me like she counted I think to like 1, 2, 3, and then like that was it, and then like she pulled it out kind of slowly, and then like that was it. Um, and yeah, the people were coming out. Their eyes were like watering. My eyes did not water at all. Like I just went to Discord and I was like, holy crap! Like that felt so weird. Um, and then oh by the way, if this cuts off at 30 minutes, I will merge videos together or something, and I'll just put like time frames explaining stuff. Um, this I can't really shorten this any more than it already is, because there is a lot of information. But I mean, we're almost done actually. Um, but so yeah, if this goes past 30 minutes, I'll either make a second video or something, just like explaining like the last half. But so yeah, got the test administered. Um, and then we just like went back outside and we just like sat there for like 20 minutes, and then they were like, okay, come inside, and then we went inside and there was chairs, and they had us like pull our luggage and put it over to the side, and we would come get it after we were done, and we just were sitting there, and we had to fill out more information. Like we had to put our name again, what flight we were on, our passport number. I don't know how many times I've filled that out today. I want to say if I had to take a guess, I've probably written my passport number like 8 or 9 times today, and my flight number, and the date today. I've written it so many times. There's so much paperwork, um, and we pulled back out the app again, um, and I showed them like I had them go through it. Uh, they had to put my friend's number again on it. I don't know why. Then they had to. They were using like some like main phone number, and they had us put that number into the app, and then they would send a confirmation or a confirmation text to them, and then we had to take that confirmation number and put it into our app. So, and there, it was kind of funny. You heard the Kakao notification going off like constantly while we were in there. Um, and then I'm gonna sit here and wait because it has 5 seconds. I guess I'll see if it stops at 30 seconds. Okay, it keeps going. I don't know when it's gonna cut off then. Because as long as I have battery, or as long as I have data, I guess, or storage space, I guess. You can tell by my eyes. I'm so tired right now. It is. I don't even know what time. I think it's like 8 right now. Oh, I can't tell right now. Yeah, my phone will not let me swipe down, I guess, while I'm recording. But oh, no, never mind. There you go. 8:48. Um, but so yeah, I mean, there's not much information actually after this. I'll get out what's in this bag and stuff that they handed to us, so you can like actually see. Um, and I'll do like a quick like a look around the hotel room. But yeah, the so after that, we sat there. They just went to the app, put more information in. We had to fill out more paperwork, and then we got to the front, and it was basically just like reiterating like what we already knew. Like we were sitting in chairs, and we're just like as there was like one person that was at like that would be at the front at a time. There was like there were three different foldable tables set up, and there was like two different um, lines like where you would sit in a chair, and the third one was where you would actually pay um, and be done with it. The first one, they you had to sign an agreement form. Another one that I already did in Dallas, and it's funny because actually the one I did in Dallas, nobody even cared about that paper. I don't know what it's for, but they did not give two shits about it. I actually think I still have the paper. Um, Maybe I don't actually. I don't know. I'm not gonna go get it anyways as personal information. But again, it was just like reiterating like what we already knew we were there for, um, and we had to sign a confirmation saying that we agreed to be in our room for 14 days. And we cannot open that door. Like the only times we can open this door is for when they serve us food 3 times a day. And I think the first time they give us food, maybe I guess it's 5 times you can place your trash out, but the hallway they have so many like there's like it's like a long hallway and then there's just like a like multiple black wires just going down the hallway and then like in a central spot there's like 3 or 4 cameras and they know like when you open the door. I'm like pretty positive I've heard stories like on Reddit where apparently some guy like walked down this hallway and like they immediately got in the intercom and told him like to get the hell back in his room. And then there's an intercom. I'm surprised. Go figure. It hasn't gone off while I've been making this video, but prior to it, it went off like 3 or 4 times, and they announced everything in like 5 or 6 languages. It's in English, Korean. I've heard Russian. I've heard Mandarin. Um, I think I heard Thai. I know I heard Japanese. So I don't know. Those six, I think there was another language thrown in there. Oh, I will say this. I was actually super impressed with this. So one of the PPE staff when he was going down, I heard this dude speaking Italian, to one of the guys there, and then he came up and spoke to me in English, and then he's Korean, so he obviously speaks Korean. So like right there, 3 languages, and like Italian, like English. It sounds ignorant for me to say it, but like English makes a lot of sense for like Koreans to know since there's so much emphasis on it in the country. But like I was actually really impressed. This didn't do Italian, and so I these people are not playing around. These people are very smart. Um, so they so anyways, they were reiterating, telling us how much the price was gonna be. I don't know if I've said it in this video, but so the price for this hotel, Incheon, uh, Hyatt Hotel, it's like a 5-star hotel that literally is around the block from the airport. This place was, here you go, here's the total, 120,000 won a night. And whenever you convert it to USD, I think it was well, no, I know what it is. It's $101 and like some change. I think it was like 15 cents or something like that. The overall total, I think it was I remember I when I converted it, it was 1,414 US dollars. But after but they had it was actually cool. They did a breakdown on the paper of like how much it was going to be like in each currency. Uh there was uh there was euros on there. Um I don't know what the other euros, yen. I don't know what I don't know all the currency names off the top of my head. But it was a nice breakdown. It was a little bit more than 1414 because of like tax or something. I guess I think it ended. I think on the paper it said it was like 15 something. Um, but so it was actually cheaper. It wasn't 1.4 million won, and it wasn't 2.1 million won either. And considering this is a five-star hotel, I'm not really complaining. Even though usually B&B here, whenever I've gone here, has been like $8 to $12 a night, so it kind of feels bad in that retrospect that I'm paying this much. But at the same time, um, I'm also getting 3 meals a day, which is I know it's bad, but like I only eat like once or twice a day anyway. So like this is more than enough for me. Some people were complaining about the food. Actually, this is my dinner right here. So I actually will show you. I actually literally have not opened it yet. So um, you're gonna get to experience it with me. Um, but so okay, so after that line, we basically just got into like another one. She told us to go over to like number four, but there wasn't a fourth table. There was a third one, and the third one was just where we paid. Oh my god, the guy that was in front of me, like I guess like there was like a really big language where he was having card issues too. I was like, by this point, I was so tired. This was a 3 or 4 hours like after I had landed, and like I just hadn't gotten to my hotel room or anything. Um, and now I'm obviously here. But so finally this guy paid. I just walked up and the card worked and they gave I can't remember if it was him that gave me the hotel key or maybe it was the first girl. I think it was the first girl that was going over everything. Actually, yeah, it was. She gave me the hotel key. And I went from there uh after I paid, that was it. I just went to go grab my luggage and yeah, that was basically the end of it. Um, went up the elevator and uh, walked to my room, and that's it. Here I am. So that was my entire process of like what it was all like. That was my personal experience. Obviously, there's stuff figuring it out, so I don't know. Everybody could have different experiences. They actually gave me, they had me grab two things. Um, this is one of them. Uh, and this is a oh, it's a self-monitoring kit. Okay, so there's a mask, hand sanitizer, and monitoring your temperature. I don't know why there's a thermometer. I assume there's a thermometer in here. It shows it. Oh yeah, it's everything in here. Um, so yeah, I haven't. I literally have not opened this yet. So they just had me grab this off of a table. So hand sanitizer, woo. 99.9%. It's better than half the shit I've seen today. So, math, pretty good. Better than the ones I have, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so this is for our trash. Yeah, hazard. uh, we have to do that. I think. I guess just whenever we have trash, we put it outside and they come gather it eventually. That's like, here you go. Thermometer. Whoop, wrong side. Yep. And I have no idea when the rest of this is. Obviously, I'm ignorant, so I can't read this, but I'm just assuming it's directions. There's English in here anyways. Oh, how to dispose waste in the facility. Here you go. So it's just a guide. Tells you exactly what to do. And I think I've seen these around the, yeah, I've seen these. I saw these in the, just call it the subway the last time I was here. So it's just like it's just emphasizing everything. There's no English on here. Unlucky. So, yep. That is everything from here. I'll put this all back in here or poorly attempt to. And so that's that. And this will be interesting. So this was the other thing that they had to grab. This is supposed to be my dinner. So I literally have not opened this. And like you can see it's tied. People were complaining that apparently like the food they got tired of. God, they gave me so much water. Holy crap! So here you go. Two things of water, guys. I was so thirsty by the end of this, by the way. Yep, I'm super happy about this. I'm still so thirsty. So 2 bottles of water. I'm assuming this is ramen, but it doesn't say ramen on it. Huh. Not sure. This is what this is. I don't know, I'll open it later. Yeah. I mean, like, it's alright. Actually, okay, I'll just do this. I'm gonna attempt to do this, hopefully. Actually get a good view. This is, so here, let me take the lid off of here. This actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not picky, so like I really don't care. Why does this all flip? Maybe it does. I don't know. Anyways, so this is not bad. I'm not picky, so this doesn't bother me at all. Yep, this is dinner for today. And yeah. I guess I'll just do like a really quick tour of this and just throw this all in here too. But so this is a hotel room. Yeah, this is a 5-star hotel apparently. Even though like you can't really tell from the video, it doesn't really like do it justice. Like this is honestly not a horrible place. This video, this TV probably does not look very big in this video. This thing's probably at least like 50 inches. Honestly, this is. I cannot wait to turn this on tonight. I haven't messed with any of this. I actually have 2 beds. So this is pretty cool. I'll probably end up combining them. Yeah, this over here. This kind of bothered me. I noticed this when I first got in. It's like a stain on the chair. I mean, it's whatever, but like, and they probably won't be able to tell. Oh, actually, hey, this is where the opening was. I was trying to find this earlier. Yeah, I mean, there's a serious fucking glare. I wonder if I get it up like all the way close, if it'll. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. If y'all see something, then screw it. There's other hotels out here. We are on the 5th floor. There's still more floors above us. Also, this is kind of funny. So, I just came in and this is like randomly over here, all the way on the bottom. And this is backwards. Oh boy, basically, this is a hook to scale down the building in case of a fire. Yeah, I mean, there's actually a hook right here that they're completely serious. It's just a box over here in the corner. Kind of funny. But yeah, that's room. This is what I was saying, that they gave me like so much damn water. Like I already had this. Like this is a 2-liter. This was already in here waiting for me. And there's cups. There's stuff to make tea. I don't know what this is. Oh, brown sugar. Stuff in I mean, there's a bunch of stuff but you can make coffee. This door, literally not allowed to open this. This is actually kind of cool. I'm gonna make the lights go off again. But this is my key card. If I take it off, you will see behind me. Give a second. And lights all turn off. And now you can't see me. But if I put it back in, all the lights come back on. I haven't stayed in a hotel in a while, so I don't know if that's like a standard feature. Yeah, pretty. Alright, let's do this from this way. Yeah, pretty normal bathroom. It's nice. I like it. So, yep. Anyways, I guess that's the end of the video. That was my experience traveling today, and we'll be here for the next 14 days. So this will be kind of interesting to see how this goes. But this is a nice place. Like honestly, I was already not gonna be picky based on where they put me. Like I have a laptop, I can entertain myself, but like I got put in a really nice place, so I'm not complaining. Anyways, we're gonna cut the video because it's at 45 minutes now. This is gonna be a fucking pain in the ass to upload. So for all Discord people, hi, bye. Everybody else, whatever.